It's been a few days since Tink Community Day, but it's been followed up by an arguably even bigger week in Pokemon Go. This week's going to feature Sustainability Week, and as the main event, Riolu Hatch Day. So let's get into the details. Starting the week off on Monday the 13th, we have Dynamax Drilbur appearing. Now this is a strong ground attacker once evolved, and it's always been quite relevant for newer players to start building their Dynamax teams. The hundo number you will be looking for is 786. And remember, if you are taking part, if you check into Campfire between 6 and 7 PM, for the cost of 500 particles you can complete 2 Dynamax, power 10, and then you'll be able to collect your free 800 particles. On Tuesday the 14th, we have Showcase Day. Now you can get some quite good premium items you'd normally have to pay for from this, including incubators. So here's a reminder of the 20 categories that we can enter. And as a quick reminder, with Hatch Day this weekend, I would make sure you take advantage of this week, even if you don't normally take advantage of it. It's easy to forget. The last 2 weeks, I've only jumped in 2 of the 3. Just try and do your best. For Wednesday, Groudon will appear in Raid Hour on April the 15th. The hundo for it is 2351 and 2939 in sunny weather. The best counters for this will be White Kyurem and Primal Kyogre. With Precipice Blades, this becomes the best ground attacker in the game. It's worth noting that Precipice Blades won't be one of the moves that you encounter of these raids, but if you get a hundo, you can use an Elite TM. So make sure you don't miss out on this. On Thursday, we have PvP Thursdays, formerly known as Go Battle Thursdays, and that will be between 12 and 11:59 PM. You're going to be able to get 4 times Stardust from win rewards. It's worth bearing in mind this isn't the end of set rewards, but you can still make a lot of dust if you grind through it. The maximum number of sets you can play per day will be increased from 5 to 10, for a total of 50 battles. And on top of this, you can encounter the following Pokemon as a guarantee once per season at the following designated ranks. So at rank 1 it's Pidgeot, rank 6 is Pancham, at Ace rank you get Togetic, Veteran rank Honedge, at Expert rank Dreepy, and finally at Legend rank you can get yourself a Pikachu Libre. Now on Fridays we get Trade Fridays. This is such a great addition, it's one of my favourite things they've added into the game recently. Essentially, you get up to 2 special trades on Fridays instead of 1. You have an increased chance of lucky trades for any trade. So unlike the Chinese Lunar New Year, we'd have the increased chance of gaining lucky Pokemon from trades. You're going to have this every Friday for all of your trades. This is a great chance for you to use something like regionals, if you have a bunch of those, unknowns, egg hatches, anything you're not going to get a lot of. You can save them for that for the increased chance of trading. Also, just stuff like legendary trades for specials will be more likely to go lucky, so you're not going to want to miss out on this. On top of that, there is a boost of minus 10% Stardust cost for trades. That's saving you a lot of dust. And finally, there's also going to be 2 guaranteed Candy XL from trades, and that's for trainers level 31 and higher. Now, after having no major event last week, if we jump back to Tuesday, April the 14th, until Monday, April the 20th, Sustainability Week is here. Now, this is an event we get yearly, and this year it looks to be focused mostly on routes. Now, we're also going to be getting a debut, and that's going to be Silicobra and its evolved form Sandaconda. It's going to cost you 50 Silicobra candy to evolve into Sandaconda. Now, we're also going to be seeing a brand new costume. That's going to be Galarian Corsola wearing pink sunglasses. For the event bonuses, you're going to be getting different Pokemon will appear more frequently on routes during the event, so they are really pushing this route theme. There's going to be an increased chance to encounter Shiny Lapras, Togetic, Shiny Castform, and Trubbish. And there's going to be an increased chance to hatch Shiny Galarian Corsola wearing the pink sunglasses, and additionally, the Shiny Castform. Now, for the first time in Pokemon Go, we're going to be able to encounter Shiny Toadstool. It's quite a cool shiny. It makes it look completely different. I've always loved shinies that look very different to their base colours. It goes from kind of like an orangey colour to a white colour. I'm a big fan of this. In terms of spawns, we're going to be able to encounter event-themed Pokemon in the wild. This is going to include Seedot, Castform, Silicobra, Wiglet, Toadstool, and more. Castform is going to appear more frequently in the wild throughout the event, and that's going to be in its respective weather conditions. And additionally, Toadstool, Wiglet, and Silicobra will appear more frequently in their natural biomes. So for Toadstool, it's forest and grasslands, Wiglet is beach, and Silicobra, it's desert. That's unfortunate for myself because there is no desert nearby, but we're going to see what happens with the actual spawns during the event. Now, in terms of routes, different Pokemon will appear more frequently on routes, as I've said, during the event. So on April the 14th at 10 AM until April the 16th at 10 AM, we're going to be getting Togetic and Galarian Corsola wearing pink sunglasses. So that's the first 48 hours of the event. The next 48 hours of the event after that is going to be Galarian Corsola wearing the pink sunglasses and Trubbish. And on the final 2 days, it's going to be Lapras and, again, Galarian Corsola wearing the pink sunglasses. Now, we're also going to be seeing the following Pokemon from 7k eggs. Lapras, Togepi, Galarian Corsola wearing pink sunglasses, Castform and Trubbish. In my opinion, the massive winner in that, other than the new costume, has to be the Togepi. I still need that boy. It's been several years. I really want to tick that off. Another aspect of this event is going to be field research that's available. So I can speculate we're going to be getting some event-themed Pokemon, but we don't know what the tasks are yet. And the last thing for this event is there is going to be a Go Pass as usual. We're going to receive a Go Pass Tuesday the 14th at 10 AM. And as usual recently, it's for the equivalent of $4.99. You can upgrade this to the Go Pass Deluxe. So going up the ranks will give the following rewards for free. Encounters with event-themed Pokemon, Stardust, XP, Rare Candy, Ultra Balls, and even more stuff. And if you upgrade to the Deluxe, you're going to receive an event-themed avatar pose, additional encounters with more event-themed Pokemon, Incense, Silver Pineapple Berries, Rare Candy XL, Candy XL, and even more goodies. Now the milestones we're going to see that are attached to this are for Tier 1, you'll get 2 times XP for spinning stops. I consider that boost very negligible because stop spinning XP is not high at all. And for the Go Pass Deluxe, it's going to be 3 times XP for spinning a stop. Again, I really don't see that much use out of that bonus, but we'll take what we can get, I suppose. And for Tier 2, it's going to be half egg hatch distance. Now you're going to want to make sure you get this at least by the end of the week to make sure that you can hatch all of the eggs in your inventory before you get to the Riolu Hatch Day. You want to make sure that you have no eggs at the point at which this event starts, so that you can just start smashing out the Riolu immediately as soon as the event starts. And now for the day I'm massively looking forward to. On Saturday the 18th, we've got Riolu Hatch Day. If you don't already know, Hatch Day is your best chance of getting shiny egg hatches from 2Ks. Usually they're baby Pokemon. Now I've been really looking forward to this event since it was announced, so without delaying any further, let's get into the details. So this is actually a replay Riolu Hatch Day. The bonuses are going to be 2 times candy from hatching eggs, 2 times XP from hatching eggs, half egg hatch distance, an increased chance of hatching shiny Riolu, which we're expecting to be 1 in 10, and an increased chance of receiving 2k eggs from spinning Pokestops. Now it's worth noting that these bonuses will not stack with bonuses from Pokemon Go events or Go Passes. So, purchasing the optional ticket will grant the following bonuses during the event, and that's going to be quarter egg hatch distance. Personally, I think that will be worth it for myself at least. And as always, there's going to be an event-exclusive timed research, and that's going to award an incubator and 5k XP. That's going to be available at no cost. And then for the equivalent of $1.99, you can buy a premium timed research ticket and gain the following rewards of 1 star piece, 2 super incubators, and more. And as I mentioned earlier on in the video, I would strongly recommend you get rid of all of your eggs in the lead up to the weekend. Make sure that by the time you get to Saturday you have no eggs. Make sure you can pick up 2Ks immediately. Most of the things you speed should be 2Ks, and then you're going to want to slam through your incubators. Hatch as many as you can. I will probably personally walk for 2 or 3 hours, take a lunch, or then walk again. By the end of it, your feet are going to be shot, but you just want to hatch as many as you can. They're great for trades, and more importantly, if you get a good Lucario to Mega and you get the special move, it's going to be very, very good. Very meta for PvE and other things like that, and no one's ever going to say no to a Shundo. As someone that has Lucario as one of my favourite Pokemon, not having any of the Hundo family hurts, and my first Riolu Hatch Day was very poor, but this is a chance to try and change that. It's going to be very interesting to hear if any of you can manage the Shundo. But anyway, enough rambling, this wraps up this week's events. If the info has helped, why not like and subscribe to make sure you keep up to date on everything in Pokemon Go. And as always, if you want to watch more of my content, click on either of the recommended videos. But good luck with this week, and especially Riolu Day, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.